They say water and electricity doesn't mix. That's not the case with the Chevy Bolt. The Chevrolet Bolt is our full electric vehicle, and I'm going to take this rainy day to go over the differences between this LT model and that Premier model that I have here on the lot. I also want to tell you a little bit about how you can get more range out of the vehicle based on how you drive. First things first, let's talk about charging. This is your charging location on the front driver's side fender of the vehicle, and you have 3 different ways to charge it. You can plug it in with the standard cord that comes with the vehicle, plugs into a regular outlet. That's going to give you 4 miles for every hour you have it plugged in. You can have a level 2 charger installed in your house, which is a 240 volt. In that case, you'll get 25 miles for every hour you charge. Or optional for $750, which this car has, DC fast charging. That's public stations only. That'll give you about 90 miles for every half hour you're charging. Once you step inside the vehicle, your front display on the left side is going to show you how many miles you have. So right now this car is fully charged. It says we can do about 205 miles, a maximum of 241 and a minimum of 168. And that's all dependent on how you drive. The temperature of where you're driving, the terrain of where you're driving, and the technique you're using while you're driving. Now, temperature and terrain we really can't do much about, but the technique you can. So let's go over that right now. When you're driving, the meter here on the right-hand side of your display is going to show you how many kilowatts of power you're using. That's when this is going to go basically up, and it's going to be yellow. Regen means it's going to go from this line down, and it's going to be green. That's when you're doing regenerative braking. Regenerative braking will happen anytime you're coasting. As you slow, it's going to gather the energy from the vehicle slowing and put it back into the battery. There's also a way you can drive in low, which gives you a higher level of regenerative braking. We call it one pedal driving, and basically by feathering your throttle on or off, you can accelerate or you can deaccelerate without even touching your foot brake. There's also another way you can do it, which is what's called the regenerative braking paddle. That's on the steering wheel on the left-hand side behind the wheel, and you basically press and hold that paddle, and that's going to do 100% regenerative braking. So you can basically drive this vehicle by using those features and very rarely actually using your brake pedal. And by doing that, you're going to get more range out of your battery because you're putting more energy back into the battery. And I'll probably do a video that shows those features in real time, so please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that video. All right, so let's take a closer look at this 2019 Bolt LT. Now the LT comes with aluminum wheels. It comes with the charging cord so you can plug it in at home. It's got a nice 10.2-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which has the availability to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It has a backup camera, power windows, power locks. It's got Bluetooth for streaming cell phone calls and music to the radio. Has USB ports for charging. It has a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot that you can subscribe to. It's part of the OnStar system. It even has remote start, so you can start it from inside and get the vehicle to a comfortable temperature before you get there, whether it be cooler in the summer or hotter in the winter. The base MSRP of a 2019 Bolt LT is $36,620. You have to add destination fee, which is $875. That brings us to a total MSRP of $37,495. On a 2019 Bolt LT, there's a couple packages you can add and a couple different options. So the first option we added to this was a tire inflator kit. It's $105. Basically, it's something I highly recommend. Have it in the car. If you get a screw hole or a nail hole in the tire, hopefully it'll be able to fix it so you can get it onto a service station. The second thing I would always recommend is the DC fast charging provisions. This allows you to plug into a supercharger, which are public stations. It gives you 90 miles and about a half hour of charging, and I highly recommend adding that to the vehicle as well. That's $750. There are 3 additional packages you can add to the LT. The first one is the Comfort and Convenience package. That's the first one you have to order to get the next 2. What the Comfort and Convenience package includes is an auto-dimming inside rearview mirror, heated front driver and passenger seats, and a leather-wrapped heated steering wheel. And that package is $555. The next 2 packages are Driver Confidence 1 and Driver Confidence 2. They're both $495 each. Driver Confidence 1 includes the rear park sensors on the back bumper, so it gives you proximity to how close you are to something, and also cross traffic alert, which can alert you when you're backing up if somebody's coming from 60 feet left or right towards the vehicle. And that alert is beeps as well as a big arrow on your backup camera. The other option in that package is what's called side blind zone alert. Those are the little symbols that light up in your mirror when somebody's in your blind spot. It also has lane change alert, where if you were to turn your turn signal on and change lanes, it can sense 200 feet behind you and basically flash if somebody's coming at a rapid rate of speed to let you know. Once Driver Confidence 1 is added, you can then select to add Driver Confidence 2. Great safety features. It's a front-facing camera. It doesn't give you an image, but it can read different things on the road, such as lane lines, pedestrians, and traffic. And let's say lane lines. If you start to drift out of your lane, it can give you an alert that you're drifting. It could also do what's called lane keep assist, where it'll basically nudge the wheel left or right to put you back in your lane. With the pedestrians and the traffic, it can apply brake. It's called low-speed automatic braking. And not only will it give you an alert that maybe a pedestrian or a car in front of you is there, it can also apply brake to either lessen the impact or to avoid it altogether. Great options to have. If you add all those packages up and equip the 19 Bolt LT like we did this one, it brings you to a total MSRP of $39,895. That's before any dealer discount, any kind of rebates you may qualify for, or federal tax credits. All right, now let's talk about what you get when you upgrade to a 2019 Bolt Premier. Premier gets these upgraded 17-inch wheels. It'll give you some more cosmetic trim. For instance, you get chrome on your door handles, and you get these roof rack side rails, which allows you to add crossbars to the vehicle. These outside mirrors are also heated, and they have integrated turn signals built in. On the interior, you upgrade to leather seats, and they're heated both in the front and the rear. It gives you our surround vision camera. The surround vision camera is great. It gives you a bird's eye view of what the area around the vehicle looks like, as well as a front and a back camera with guidelines that move with your steering wheel. It also gives you our rear camera mirror, which allows you to flip the mirror from either a camera or an actual mirror. Also, a lot of the things that were optional on an LT are standard in a Premier. So for instance, you're going to get the heated steering wheel standard. You're going to get Driver Confidence 1, which we talked about earlier, standard. Base MSRP for Premier starts at $40,905 plus the $875 destination, bringing you to an MSRP of $41,780 before you add any options. We added, of course, the tire inflator kit for $105. We added the DC fast charge for $750. We also added Driver Confidence 2, like the LT model earlier, for $475. Correction, $495. We also added on this vehicle, which is only available in the Premier, the infotainment package. It's $485. It gives you the Bose premium stereo speakers. It gives you wireless charging, and it gives you 2 USB ports in the back. And that package is $485. One other item we added was all-weather floor mats. They go for $150, and that totals MSRP of this 2019 Bolt Premier to $43,765. Again, before any dealer discount, incentives, or federal tax credits. So that's basically the breakdown between the 2019 Bolt LT and Premier. I hope this video helped you out as far as kind of identifying what you can add to these vehicles and what the pricing is. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments below. I'll answer every single one of them. And please subscribe, because I have a lot more ideas for a lot more content to come. If you enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. It's always fun. Have a good one.